This week on the Unqualified Gamers Podcast, the boys go over Call of Duty Black Ops 6, leaked, Helldivers 2 review bomb, and Stranger Things Season 5 update.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Phenomena?
Episode 80 of the Unqualified Gamers Podcast. I couldn't fucking think of what episode it was, and then I saw it right here, so we're good. Episode 80.
Like I put it on the top of the notes or something.
Yeah, I can't trust that shit. You know that.
So weird.
But
yeah, but I mean, 80 is a big deal.
Dude, 80's a big deal. I mean, you know, how many
Most people don't live to be 80, so it is
how many
a
podcasts make it to 80?
I don't know. The ones I've looked at are all over 100. So
we've almost had 80 people too, if you think about it.
Oof. Oof.
I don't know what that means.
Like 80 people on the podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
Like as in like special guests?
No, just like members of the podcast that are no longer here.
You have a really high turnover.
It's just it's going really bad.
I think you need to treat your associates better, CC. You have
my fucking associates.
You have a really high turnover.
Suck my balls.
Like that turnover rate, I think, is worse than the accounting industry.
Worser.
Oh, and
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Is that anything like a charcuterie board?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
A charcuterie board. Come on.
Yeah, but people can't pronounce charcuterie, so they call it a charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
Maybe people in Ohio do. Not in
no.
America.
This is a thing.
It's a thing.
I know people call it a Sean Connery board.
That sounds like a Florida thing. Again, not an American thing.
Yeah, maybe.
But before we start for Malika, I think that's how you pronounce that.
Malika.
Here's the puppy shirt.
Who's Malika?
Who's Malika?
Malika Malik?
Malachi?
Malachi, is that it?
Yeah.
Huh, I wonder who that is. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Anyway,
if they have a fucking name, they're probably fucking stupid. If I had to guess.
But anyway, they wanted me to wear a puppy shirt, so here's the puppy shirt.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
Did they say no balls? Because that sounds like something.
Just so we're clear, that's Kai.
I have no idea. It says Malika. Malika I-13.
Malachi 13.
That's Kai.
Made that
no, it says Malika I-13.
Okay. All right.
And it's all one word, apparently.
Okay.
Malachi 13. Yeah.
Right.
Malika I-13.
Kai, I can
Some
read,
of us can pronounce
so
it's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The craziest thing would be if there was a profile picture. Imagine if there's a profile picture
and it was
on
Kai.
that profile.
Do you know how small that shit is?
It looked almost like this.
It is so small on my screen.
You know what?
Yeah.
We should save this for like outtakes or something, but we're just gonna leave it in because that was fucking great. That was good.
This is for Malika.
This is for you, Malika.
I appreciate it.
I played Arena Breakout Infinite last night
for 13 minutes.
This is supposed to be the Tarkov killer. Okay.
He's gonna talk shit.
I went into a raid. I listen. I want there to be a Tarkov killer so bad. I really do.
Yeah,
I really fucking do. I really fucking do.
Actually, no. He wants like 80 or 90 Tarkov killers so that he can go and play each and every one of them for 15 minutes and just bitch about all of them.
Last night, and then rotates as he's got his phone up.
It was
last
so
night.
easy.
I want to scab 26 times in a row.
I was sitting there playing the game that he got me into. All right, he got me a beta code, like a test code for Once Human.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
That's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome for that, by the way.
But this motherfucker is like, hey, you should play this game with me. Me and Chan are playing this game. This game is fucking awesome. I could see myself like, this is the next big game. This is all I'm ever going to play.
I remember that. That's why I didn't.
You remember all that stuff,
That's
right?
why I didn't want the code.
Okay. I don't.
Okay. So I'm playing this game that he got me into, and he's like, hey, Arena Breakout's finally out. You know, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna play it so much because I'm looking for something that's not Tarkov, and I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna go upstairs and touch the old lady's butt.
Okay, can I rebuttal and tell exactly what happened?
Sure, but your rebuttal will probably take longer than how long you played that game for.
Okay, so basically, when Once Human became a thing, I got a couple of keys. I gave one to Chain. I gave one to Zeus. And I played it for like 6 hours. I really liked it. It seemed
6
fun.
whole hours for an MMO.
It seemed fun. But then every 20 fucking minutes, it would like spawn like 30 new bases. And you couldn't kill anybody because you have to be in special areas to PvP. I don't know. Thought it was fucking dumb. The game, I just kind of lost interest in it pretty quick. I never said it was going to be my next game that I fucking play. I thought, yeah, it's a cool game.
We are 100. I'm going back and looking at the VODs.
You should.
I am going to. You're like, oh, dude, this game is so awesome.
Any game he starts playing, though, it's going to be
especially
next game I'm playing, like
dude,
the Supermarket Simulator.
Especially the ones that he feels like he's getting in on like the ground floor of or something like that, like that Stick Prison or whatever the fuck it was. Dude, I'm going to play this all the time. I want my friends in on this. I need to get like 40 people. We need lobbies.
Prison game? Are you talking about the prison game that?
Prison Life was fun as hell, and they closed the servers down on it. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's not my fault.
That was a fun game.
That is a fun game.
It was almost like I loved it.
That was fun as hell, right, Kai?
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun game.
That was fun. They closed the servers down on that, okay. But I do own, let me find it here, Prison Life 2, I think. Yeah, Prison Life 2. I do own that. Servers are still up for that. So it's a first-person. It's a first-person version of it.
Oh.
Which would make it better.
Would it? I don't know.
Yeah, because you can't see the prisoners trying to escape.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. But I think it's going to be pretty good. So
it'd almost be like a VR version of Among Us.
Yeah.
Is it going to be the next big thing, CC? Is it going to be the thing it's the only thing you stream and play?
You know, it could be. I don't know. I bought it a long time ago. I've never played it. So
there was another one that you had me play. What the fuck is it? It was called Sticks Combat Devolved.
Okay. I never played it either. I don't think. I had a developer reach out to me.
I have an hour and a half into that game. All
Holy
right.
Shit, Zeus! I had a developer reach out to me on my Twitch and be like, "Hey, do you want to try? Do you want to try this game?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll try it."
You're a horrible fucking friend.
And then they're like, "Would you want to share it with your friends?" I was like, "Sure." So they gave me like 50 codes, and I gave
developers don't reach out to CC. Reach out to his friends. We will play the game.
We'll play the games. CC's just gonna let it sit on the fucking shelf. He's gonna try to return the code and make you pay for it.
What's it called?
Stick.
I have 4 minutes in it. So yeah,
So you started it up and looked at the main menu and then left?
That's it.
Yeah.
That probably includes download time at 1 gig on his slow
It's pretty fucking bad, to be fair, though. It's pretty bad.
No, it's not. It is not that bad.
It's pretty fucking shit.
He's got an hour and a half into it. It can't be that bad.
Dude, I don't know. Zeus.
I have as much time into that game as you have into Once Human, all right?
And
Once Human was supposed to be the greatest thing ever.
I had like 6 hours in that game. Dude, the PvP was what did it for me. The lack of PvP is what did it for me.
So for everyone out there,
because I started the game, played it for like 3 hours, then realized I wasn't in a PvP server, so I fucking restarted and played for like 6 hours and was not in the PvP server.
You have a total time of 6 hours. How did you play for an additional 6 hours?
No, that game was 6 hours that I played with Chain that night.
So CC was still in the new player safety area where you can't do any of that stuff because he didn't play the game long enough to actually do fuck all.
I have more time in Epstein than he does in the stick figure game. I have 63 minutes.
I don't know if I'd be proud of that guy. I don't know if I'd be proud of that.
I was trying to kill Jeffrey. All right, so I mean,
I think that CC has spent more time on hold with customer service trying to return games than he has in Once Human.
Also, fuck Netflix. Okay.
Okay. What did you do this time?
Okay. Good.
You forgot to cancel again, and now you're pissed at him.
No.
Oh.
So I don't know where the fuck I signed into Netflix. Zeus, I'm gonna fucking break your camera.
I don't know why I just did that.
It's because you got that stupid fucking
saw your can as a
shit
face
on there.
Just for you. Here, we'll just go everything, but
I put I have 2 fucking accounts by accident right now. Okay.
By accident.
Okay, that is not Netflix's fault that you don't know
you're right. You're right. Yep. But it's their fault that I can't fucking cancel one of them. Is there no fucking phone number for Netflix?
Why don't you just log
tried to
into
find
your
it today.
account
I
and
can't
say,
log into the other one or the second
What?
one.
Why not?
It won't fucking let me.
Okay, go to your bank and tell them to stop charges on the account.
That's what
They'll
I'm going
call
to have
you.
to fucking do.
They'll call you and be like, "Hey, what happened?" You're like, "Well, I'm trying to cancel this, and you guys won't let me."
Yeah. Actually,
somebody's going to hear this and they're going to call him as a fake Netflix employee. Like, what's your card information?
Right.
They could.
What is your mother's maiden name? What street do you grow up on?
They could.
Do you guys remember those, like, what is your stripper name, your first dog, and the street you lived on as a kid?
Yeah, that was all like tactics to like get your information, right?
My mom still listens and still does those fucking things.
Does she share it on Facebook too?
All the fucking time.
I used to do it.
I report them.
I would never submit it.
Every time I see her do something like that, I report it as like scam, fraud, bot behavior or something,
Awesome.
so that it gets removed.
That's awesome.
Smart.
Yeah, if anyone ever does something really dumb on one of your pages or anything like that, like if it ever gets hacked, like one of Mrs. things got hacked at one point. I told all of my friends to go to it and report it for distributing child pornography. It got removed super quick.
That's fucking wild.
And then she regained control of her thing, but everything that was being posted at that point was locked down, and so there was no need for it.
Was it Facebook?
It was a Facebook Marketplace or something.
Oh.
That's weird.
It was very specific, like some secondhand selling app. She loves thrifting.
I love Facebook Marketplace, hence my 3D printer addiction.
Printers, multiple,
addiction,
which none of them are running right now.
Speaking of leaked information.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Black Ops 6 leak?
No, I didn't. I saw it on here.
So there was somebody who actually got the early release like information of Black Ops 6. Like they found the file and then they actually shared the file on Twitter. So anybody who has like a jailbroke PS4 can play the game.
Ooh, no shit.
So a lot of the videos that you're seeing where you're seeing like the slide canceling that's coming for Black Ops 6.
It looks pretty awesome.
It's omnidirectional, so you can go backwards, left, right, forward, slide.
It looks really
Everybody's
good.
gonna have a SCUF controller now. That a lot of people are actually upset about it. Like they're like, there's gonna be no casual version of this game, period, because the omnidirectional slide canceling.
I think the casuals is out. Has been
The backward slide though looks like a downed person in like the old Modern Warfare when they're the last stand thing with the pistol.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
As far as that goes, did you hear how big the new game is going to be?
No, how big?
Maybe
310 gigs.
I heard. Okay,
No way.
I heard that's a lie. That's like, if you download like the game or something like that, it's going to download like Warzone, Modern Warfare 3, stuff like that. So there's multiple games that you're downloading, and that's what it's including as like the total download.
Well, that's what it always does. Because
That's what it always does.
It downloads way more and then it reclaims it. So,
right. So if you were to get just buy that game and just download like the multiplayer, it's not a 310 gig game. It's like it's downloading Warzone. It's downloading Modern Warfare.
Right, but who doesn't have fucking Warzone if you have the fucking game, right? Most people probably do, don't they?
Maybe.
There's
yeah,
no way.
the approximate size is 309.8 gigs.
Yeah. There's no fucking way.
And the thing is that they've already been caught on record saying that the reason their games are so large is so that you don't have room for other games to be downloaded on your console or whatever. Because PC, fuck it, whatever. You know, you just throw in another couple tera hard drive and you're good. But console, I mean, shit, I think my PS4 has what, a 500 gig hard drive?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I would not get that game. If that were the case, I wouldn't get the game. I mean, they're gonna have a bigger zombies thing on this one, which they released some of the zombies.
The Series S, the new Xbox Series S. Okay, it's the
Mm-hmm.
one without a disc drive. Only has a 512 gig hard drive or drive.
So I just want to point out that so Black Ops 2, all right,
only 360 gigabytes of space, usable space on this thing.
Black Ops 2 had 16 gigs. That's it. That's all you needed for Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
They did come out with a remastered Modern Warfare 2. Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
And I don't know
that
how
was
big that is.
2019.
They came out with they just came out with a new remastered version of it. Like some other devs created it, where you can play the old maps and play like the old version of the game, and they even took some of the actual like the maps that you played on the storyline, and they put those maps into the game as well.
Gotcha.
So you can play like the old multiplayer version of the game.
How big?
There was something they did. I think they like nerfed the NoobTube and stuff like that. But
is it Modern Warfare 3, the one that everybody has now?
Correct. And this is like the old Modern Warfare 2 from like 2008 or whenever it was.
So they're saying Modern Warfare 3 on PC is 213 gigabytes. I don't feel like that's correct.
It is.
Is it really?
But that's that's like downloading with everything though, right?
Yeah, well, it's I mean, everything in to me is multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, right? Is there more to that? More than that?
Well, they were saying like you were gonna have to download like Modern Warfare 3 as well, or something like that.
So the whole partitioning thing of games is actually a real recent development. You used to have to download all of it, even if you didn't own the rest of it, and they got caught on. I think it was like a hot mic or something saying that that's the reason they keep the games big, so you can't play anything else. So now, yes, you can download parts of it, but you still need to download base game.
So I have every aspect of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, and Warzone and DMZ installed on my computer. It's only 138 gigs. Why did I say only 138? That's a fucking lot. But they're saying on Google it's 213 gigs. So that's not correct. My guess is you need 300 gigs of space to install it, and then when it reclaims it, it'll knock it down to like 150 or something. I would guess.
Who knows?
Because
it's kind of weird that you need that much space for it to take up less. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking insane.
So yeah, in order to download it, you have to have base game downloaded, no matter what, and then you can choose which things you want to download of campaign, multiplayer, co-op, and Warzone. Do you have co-op downloaded also?
I have everything. Yeah, everything.
What about the? Because there's 2 different Modern Warfare 3s on my Blizzard app right now.
Jesus.
See, I don't have them through Blizzard anymore. I still have them installed through Blizzard.
That's because
BattleNet is what you're saying?
For you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. OMG Becky gifted me Modern Warfare 3, and but I have everything installed for it. I have everything like a DMZ, multiplayer, campaign, all that. I've tried to play the campaign like 3 times. I've heard the campaign's good. It's just very short.
I think one of the things that people are so pissed off at is that like GTA 5 is 100 gigs.
I think it's like 130, isn't it?
Google's calling it 100. 100 even.
Oh, okay. I could be wrong. I don't know. I thought it used to be like 130 gigs, but GTA 5 is.
I'm waiting to see what GTA 6 is going to be. Imagine that download.
Well, let's see if there is any.
I'll fucking download. I can't wait for that fucking game so much. Oh my god!
Especially with like the pixelation on that game and how it's going to interact with everything.
Dude, GTA 5.
Bro, it's going to take you like 6 years to down. Like when you're actually playing the game, it's going to take you forever for a fucking area to load.
Apparently, the developer build was leaked. Gameplay was shown around 80 gigs in size, and it's predicted a full game in 2025 will be around 200 gigs.
I mean, listen, games got to get bigger, right? I mean, storage has gotten cheaper. It's got to get bigger. I don't understand why consoles are still putting 512 gig fucking SSD drive in a fucking console. Like, that's stupid to me.
Well, next gen
should be minimum 2 terabytes. Yeah, but this generation's not that goddamn old. What is it? 5 years old? I mean, come on now.
4?
4? Yeah, I mean it's not that old. Like no. Xbox One should have had that, and PS4 should have had 2 terabytes. But whatever. I mean that's how they get you to buy those extra externals and shit. They both make their own proprietary externals. So probably just a way.
Yeah, actually. Is this right? It's saying 2021.
Yeah, that sounds right. For the PS5 and Xbox.
Launched November 12th, 2020 in Australia.
Yeah.
And then the
So the
Xbox
very
One
end of
was
2020.
It
Mhm.
was Christmas. Christmas one.
Oh yeah, pandemic Christmas.
COVID.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was out there booty shaking for George Floyd and robbing stores for PS5s. I remember it now.
That's right.
Yeah,
'Cause-
they had people were buying like double PS5s and stuff like that, and then selling it for like triple the price online.
Oh yeah, it was fucking
Yeah.
wild.
I
People
mean,
do it with
that's
Xboxes,
been
too.
going on since fucking PS1 though.
That's right. Hey, I'm an OG Black
You're an
Friday
OG
shopper.
scalper.
OG Black Friday shopper. Okay, I used to go in there and get the deals on Black Friday. When they had good deals.
Scalper.
Back when deals actually existed
Back
on Black
when they
Friday.
had deals, yeah.
And now we all just wait till what is it, Cyber Monday?
Well, if they ain't no real deals.
that's
I bought a Sega Dreamcast with 2 games with it for $50, but it was like they were already canceling the console. But I bought it on
So
Black
he returned
Friday.
it.
No, I kept it. Best console ever made, in my opinion.
He returned it. Don't let him fuck with you guys.
Oh no.
He couldn't.
Speaking
return
of
it
things that he
I
returned,
no longer have it anymore.
Because he returned it. But CC, didn't you return Elden Ring?
No, never played Elden Ring.
Oh, all right. Well, if you still have it,
It's just part of the narrative. It's okay. Go on.
oh well, if you still have it, there's a new expansion coming out for it, right, Kai?
Is it called the Monkey King?
Edition. It's not. Well, it's actually the Black Myth Wukong, but it is the Monkey King that's coming out. Yeah, but it's only for PlayStation and PC.
People
PS5,
fucking
not
love
PlayStation.
that game. Chain has been really into that lately. I've been watching him play it. It seems like a good game. I just don't. I've never been a slasher
That's one
guy.
of Travis's kind of games.
Yeah,
Like, he got
Travis
Elden
was
Ring,
big
and
into it too.
He
Yeah.
plays a lot of the Souls games.
So Elden Ring, I guess, is like a really good intro to Souls games.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's a good intro. It's
Hogwarts
part
Legacy
of
is a
that.
good intro to Souls games because it plays
Hogwarts
just like a
Legacy is considered a Souls-like game.
I mean, it plays like a Souls game.
I wouldn't
not
consider
necessarily
Hogwarts
a
Legacy a slasher.
It's not a Souls game, but if you get into Souls games, it's a good way to kind of get used to the functionality of a Souls game.
All right, because like the first one I ever played was actually Bloodborne. Had a lot of fun with it. At the time, it was a PlayStation only. I don't know if it's still a PlayStation only.
Did you play like Devil May Cry and God of War and shit like that too?
I played God of War.
I never played those. No.
Okay, because those are like big slasher games, right?
I mean, I played Horizon Zero Dawn.
That was actually a fun game. I liked that. I rented it and I played it for like 3 weeks.
I mean, talking like that, you're talking like Zelda Ocarina of Time is a slasher game by that definition.
Nah. No.
Really? You take a sword, you slash things.
Yeah, that's a RPG though.
Lord of the Rings was like a slasher game. That one was fun. Had progression and all that good stuff.
Oh, Shadows of Mordor?
Maybe.
I never played that.
It might have been Return of the King or the Twin Towers, one of the two. I don't remember which one it was, but there was I remember being able to do co-op with my brother, and he and I would do like Legolas and Aragon, and then just like the final best combo you could unlock was like just pushing A 4 times, and it just did like a super move.
I'm just having trouble finding a fucking game to play right now.
He's running out of companies. They won't let him buy them anymore because
There's a game you should get
them.
super cheap. This looks like a good game. It's a mix between a first-person shooter and a horror game. Unreal Engine 5. Queso's been playing it. It's called what's it called? Chuxie horror game. It's only $6.99. It's cheap. $6.99. It's on Unreal Engine 5. It's a single-player, mostly positive review. I mean, it's only got 93 reviews right now, but
yeah,
it's pretty positive. I mean, I watched Queso play some of it, but it's almost like those games where you're going around trying to solve. You might be solving puzzles, or you might be trying to figure out a direction to go and whatever. But you're going around with a pistol.
And it's giving me Backrooms vibes.
I don't know what Backrooms is, but
me and Reap will be November. We will be playing Farming Simulator 25. We're gonna start the CC Havoc fucking farm. It's gonna happen.
Oh jeez, OP, it'll last for 3 days.
Might
not even.
But this
he'll get out there, till the lineup, be like, "Yep, I'm done. I'm gonna return this shit. Fuck this game. There's no PvP. I can't go out and kill weeds."
For your stream, $7. Play it for your stream. Get scared. Shoot some ghosts or zombies or whatever they are. Some like evil possessed doll or something. I don't know what it is.
I don't know about that.
I've seen so many people reacting to it. There's a person who was playing it with like a harmonica and freaking out.
Oh, was that what she was playing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think we've all seen the same clip where she just has it like strapped in her mouth.
Yeah, and then like she goes into the room with like all the ghost type of things, and then one of them moves, and you just yeah, that's I was like that looks like fun. I know CC wouldn't play it; he'd shit his pants, but it'd still be fun to watch.
I'm not afraid to play scary games.
Yeah, whatever you say, man. Every single scary game you've played like once and then never played again.
There's no replayability.
That's every game he's ever played.
Yeah.
It's not just scary games. I'm gonna take.
It's not scary for me. I stood out here the whole time and didn't get scared once.
You guys are. This is the Reap Havoc fucking narrative. He's not even here to fucking navigate you through this, but it's. I don't get scared of. Like, I enjoy scary games, but like,
sure.
there's no replayability in fucking. What was that one that was just exactly like Phasmophobia?
Demonologist.
Yeah, exactly fucking like it. It was stupid. It's just
this one seems to have replayability.
It doesn't look like it.
Might.
It doesn't look like it.
Thank you. If you can go in, if it changes every time you play it, then maybe. I don't know if it's gonna be like one of those storylines where you like literally do.
Yeah, but it'll be the same
thing over and over.
Shit.
It's the same. Who knows, man? I mean, like maybe it's like Ready or Not, where the scenario changes every single time you die.
It'll be fun to play through it once, and that's it. And I don't even want.
And for $6, $7,
$7, yeah.
Listen, and if you play through the whole thing in like an hour 45 minutes, you can still return it.
Yeah, CC won't be able to.
It's a win-win-win for you. Speaking of games that are always just the same,
I don't.
What are you gonna do with that other 3D printer? Punishment?
Sell it.
So you bought it just to resell it? It's almost like you're returning it just to a different person.
All right. So the reason why is this printer does so good at printing. I don't have to fuck with it ever.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones you gotta like fucking level the beds all the time. No, I don't. You gotta level the beds. So
all right. But no, going. I'll let you have your 3D printer fun. But if you're talking about games that have like just a static loop, Helldivers.
DrZusse,
in some hot water again.
Well, and it's not even because of the gameplay, right?
It's never about the gameplay with that game.
Right.
Those fucking developers worked their ass off and put out a great fucking game.
They could have had it in the bag, dude.
In everybody's fucking eyes. Helldivers 3 could have been one of the best-selling games of all time.
It didn't even need to be 3. Helldivers 2.
Yeah, but Helldivers 3 could have been, because all the hype around 2, the 2 was huge.
You have to let 2 be a success before you talk about 3.
Yeah, but
2 could have taken it. 2 could have lasted for a very long time.
Yeah. You get those dedicated people in that like replay loop of these games. And it's just like with myself when I play D3, it's the same thing over and over again, but it becomes like this mindless thing of being able to just do that. And you get that small like dopamine hit and you're good.
Yep.
But then they keep fucking with your favorite stuff.
Yeah. Well, they're calling, what are they calling it now? Nerf divers.
Nerf divers.
They just released a fire war bond, and then they nerfed all the fire shit before it released.
You've got to, adjust shit, to keep it fresh. I understand that, but from the sounds of it, it's like useless now. So
they're not. Well, I mean but it's not that they're adjusting to make the game more fun. What they're doing is every time someone finds some sort of combination of something that works, they nerf the shit out of everything into the ground. So like when we had a breaker shotgun and like certain sentries or other stratagems that we would call in, nerf it. They would just fucking nerf it to the ground. Like the rifle that used to be able to one shot.
What is it? The railgun?
The railgun, yeah. It used to be able to one shot chargers and stuff.
Yep.
They nerfed it, and then it took like 3 hits to kill a charger and stuff like that.
And here's the thing. If it was something that was hard to unlock or there was more of a PvP aspect to it, fine. You want to balance things out a little bit. This is a PvE game.
Yeah.
So there is no reason for it. If people want to just play easy mode, let them play easy mode. And instead of nerfing the stuff at the top, bring up the stuff at the bottom. Let it have the power creep. Let people have fun with it. And then if you want to later on, take a 0 off of everything and reduce numbers back down, so it's not
it's not like they don't have creep. Different level. Like they just came out with a level 10. like if the game's too easy for people because the weapons they have are too OP,
Mhm.
they'll go to 10. You know what I mean?
Higher difficulty.
And try and beat the higher difficulties. But instead of making the higher difficulties a little bit more hard, they just were like, well, people are continuing to play 7, 8, or 9, and they're being able to finish the game, so we're just going to nerf the shit they're using. Why do that? Why not just make 10 a little bit harder, or 9 and 10 a little bit harder, or something like that, to where people can still have fun on a difficult level, but you're not just destroying the entirety of the game. And
Go ahead.
They apologized again, by the way, but no one really gives a shit at this
I do like how they are protesting the whole thing, though.
Hilarious. Now, back in the day, you'd get fucking blasted for talking like this about Helldivers. CC got in trouble by the Helldivers community when it first came out, and he said
they did not like me.
Yeah, they fucking called him a traitor and said it was treason, and he needed to report in for fucking.
They did not like me.
Well, he is a traitor. I mean, he's a traitor to Canada.
Yeah, that too.
I'm American.
But the fact they're letting the automatons take over Super Earth, basically. It's like one sector away.
Yeah, so for those that have been living under a rock, the way that Helldivers work is there's pretty much 2 wars going on at all times between like the robots and the bugs. I'm simplifying this as much as I can.
Right.
And everyone's just choosing to only fight bugs right now and just let the robots just come in and take over Super Earth, which is where everyone's supposed to be like stationed, and that's the whole point of the game, is protecting Super Earth.
If they're even playing, I mean, the decline has been so great.
I'm still waiting for the cape to come out. I don't really play the game, but I would 100%.
I waited for the cape. I waited for this battle pass to come out, and it didn't have the cape, and I instantly uninstalled it. And
so, yeah, that's not going to come out. We know that, right?
But we pretty much figured that they're like, oh, we're waiting for the right time. You fucked over. They're review bombing again. They're destroying the reviews on the game again because the developers have Sony, one of the two, probably the devs, because they keep nerfing the shit out of things. They're review bombing it and saying that you fucking quit fucking destroying the game.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like one of the tweets said, "Let the bots advance, let Super Earth burn," which is kind of funny because it was a fire.
What would be funny?
War bomb that came out.
What would be hilarious is if everybody just got in the game and just let the fucking bugs win every time.
That's literally what they're just not fighting the other war.
Yeah,
right.
They're letting the automatons just advance to Super Earth and saying,
"Good job, guys." I wouldn't fight the bugs.
I love how we just talked about that, and CC's like, "Hey, guys.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let I would let the
original
bugs,
idea.
I would let the bugs.
What
win
if we let the bugs do
let
it instead of the automatons?
No, let them all. I'll let them all win. Haters.
No, because then you can't play at all.
I saw a guy who had never played the game talk about how it was just kind of like a silly way to protest or whatever. He was like, doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. It seems like this, and that. I'm like, how have you never played the game and you're judging how people are protesting the developers?
I mean, I've barely played it.
Just like destroying of the game. I mean, people are coming out and saying that pretty much Space Marines 2 is going to be basically like the new go-to for that. But I'm hearing it's a 3 out of 4 player game. And that's going to be the new, because there's going to be like the weapon leveling and stuff like that Helldivers 2 didn't have. But like they're like, if they listen to the audience on how this should go, this game would pretty much be what Helldivers could have become.
Gotcha.
And you can change like colors and stuff on your armor and stuff. But
is anybody here Far Cry fans?
I played 3. I played 5.
You didn't like 3?
3 was great.
Okay. 3 was fucking phenomenal. So was 4.
3 was amazing. 4,
five was still good. I thought it was still good. I thought it was great.
I didn't care for 5. I just thought that the entire storyline, that's the religious nut one in Utah, right?
Yes.
So my big problem with that one was that the multiplayer felt so clunky. And that's the big thing that they were like saying, oh, you can do all of this stuff with multiplayer.
I think you can
tried
do it
it
in 4 too, right? Or no? Am I wrong?
I mean, I think 3 had some kind of a multiplayer.
Okay, yeah, I think 3 and 4 had, yeah. Anyway.
But 5 just felt so clunky. I didn't like it.
I thought I 100%ed 5. It took forever. But 3 was really good, 4 was really good, 2 was really good. I never played the first one. Anyway, there's a massive sale going on right now on Steam. You can buy the entire bundle, which is normally $275 for $54. Far Cry 3 is $5. Far Cry 2 is $3. Far Cry is $3. 4 is $6. Primal is the one I've really wanted to play. It's only $7.50. And Far Cry 5 is $9. And Far Cry 6 is $15. So Far Cry 6 is trash. Don't fucking buy Far Cry 6, please. Primal
has been called the worst one of the series.
So why I wanted to try Primal was because in Far Cry 3 and 4, I think, I literally only used the bow and arrow. That's all I fucking really used. Unless I had to use guns, obviously, but and 5, I tried to use the bow as much as possible. But
I got it on the last time that was a thing. It was 1, 2, 3, 3 Blood Dragon, 4, 5, New Dawn, and Primal was all part of like whatever bundle I bought last time.
Okay. Yeah. I thought 5 was really good. The storyline sucked in 5, but if you don't pay attention to the storyline and just play the game, I thought it was really fucking good.
What?
Yeah, I mean, just don't like skip the videos and shit. Like
play the fucking game. Ignore the story on a story-driven game.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is story-driven.
Call of Duty is great if you just don't use any guns, guys.
No. It's good. I skipped all the shit.
Sort of little cutscene. I skipped the entire thing.
Yeah. But
I don't want this cutscene.
Some of the stuff made sense in it, but some of it was like, okay, this is a little too much. But it was a really good fucking game, in my opinion.
Which is the Far Cry that you start off like when you're trying to just go and like spread your mother's ashes? Is that 4?
It's either 3 or 4. I can't remember.
Oh, I thought that was God of War.
No.
So 4, there's this awesome.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing, but yeah.
But 4, there's this awesome Easter egg where you get picked up by like the main protagonist, and he takes you up to like this area, and you're sitting at a table with them. He gets a phone call. He's like, "Hey, just sit right here. I gotta go take this phone call." If you actually wait for the 25 minutes for him to take the phone call, he comes back saying, "Hey, sorry about that." He takes you straight up there, you spread ashes and hit credits.
Yeah.
And it's just done.
I remember that. It was good.
There's another game that's on sale right now.
On Steam?
No, it's not on Steam. You have to get it through the Ubisoft. If you try and get it on Steam, it just says it's possibly coming out later. Skull and Bones, which was pretty much a big flop.
Yeah, we've covered that on here before.
It's kind of funny because they said it was supposed to be a quadruple A game, and people have just been like, and it cost them like $200 million to make. So now they're trying to put it on sale. I was told that it was like $10 for the game, but when I went and looked on Ubisoft, I didn't see it at $10 for the base game, but I did see the premium edition, which is like $90 or something like that for $36. So I don't know, maybe they got rid of the $10 version, or there's somewhere else there's a $10 version of the base game, but I think they're just trying to make their money back at this point, and it's not even. Yeah, I don't think it's coming close.
Speaking of bombing miserably, horribly, and everything else, the Borderlands movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've heard not good things.
I don't even want to. Just looking at the previews and seeing what it was becoming before, like after playing Borderlands and seeing that, and I was like, this ain't gonna be it.
Is it or is it not? Just can this whole thing be attributed to them casting Kevin Hart as Roland?
It's one of the things, I'm sure, but it's not.
Here's the thing, I
Tiny Tina didn't fit the role of Tiny Tina. You know what I mean?
If they use the
Borderlands talk just for a second, because I'm at Ubisoft, right? So they're trying to push Ubisoft Plus, which is $18 a month or $90 a year. That you have to scroll all the way to the bottom, and the standard game is on sale for $24. So.
CC, what are you playing with? What is in your? What do you keep like flicking around in your hand?
My watch.
It says watch band.
My watch band.
We'll see. My friend Casey, he bought Skull and Bones before it came out for $100. So and he doesn't play it anymore. Yeah, he hasn't.
I mean, the game looks good. I don't know. Maybe I should watch some videos on it. It looks good.
It was supposed to be good.
It really bombed hard.
Skull and Bones wasn't that just another like Sea of Thieves thing?
Yeah, but it was like a realistic version of Sea of Thieves, like more realistic.
But you couldn't actually like walk the ship or anything. Like when you were on the ship, it was like Black Flag.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was EVE Online in the ocean.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No.
All right. Let's get back to Borderlands the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movie, right? And what was it released on? Yeah. Was it in theaters?
Yeah, it was theaters.
Oh shit!
And-
Okay,
And I guess
9
production costs was like
9% on
100.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, that is up by 50% from the release
said-
weekend.
The budget is 110 to 120 million, so about
Yeah,
115
115 mil.
What did you say the Rotten Tomatoes score was?
9%.
9%.
Yeah.
And the thing is pre-release it was
4.3 out of 10 on
3%.
IMDb.
Yeah, pre-release it was at a 3 on a Rotten Tomato.
Mhm.
After the release weekend, it was at a 6, and so now it's at a 9. It's so bad that the director's coming out and literally saying, "Just give it a chance, guys."
Eli Roth's a good director too.
But yeah, so between the 115 million for production and the, I think they said it was like 35 million ish for advertising and everything else.
Okay.
So we're looking at like 150 million dollars, right, for everything.
I can tell you right now why it sucks. I know the name Eli Roth, and I don't know where I know it from, but I know that he's a good director. Okay. He only directs horror movies.
That's not why it sucks.
That's got to.
No.
Oh, he also directed
there was actually
Inglourious
there was a
Bastards.
director that he took over for or something like that, I think.
And Glorious Bastards wasn't a horror movie, and that was an amazing movie.
That was the only. That's the only good movie on the list, and it's the only movie other than Borderlands that's not a horror movie.
But no, it was they fucked up the timeline horribly. The best way to describe it is that they took a movie based on a game, and they didn't make it for the people that loved the game. They made it for everyone else that doesn't care about the game.
You would think that they would learn from other people's fucking mistakes with that.
Like,
but did you watch it, Zeus?
Yeah.
Borderlands?
Yeah, you watched it?
No, I'm not. I watch it maybe when it streams.
Oh, okay.
Same thing like the Warcraft movie. It was horrible. We all knew it was going to be dog shit, so I waited until it was on Netflix.
Gotcha.
But 8.8 million opening weekend domestically.
Hey, one video game movie that did right. Tomb Raider. Okay, Tomb Raider. Yes.
That was good.
Angelina Jolie.
That was good.
That's right.
The first, the one with Angelina Jolie. The other one,
I haven't seen the other one.
Yeah, it was.
But that was a good video game movie.
But no, their whole thing, they screwed up the timeline. Craig doesn't come into the game until Borderlands 2. And Tiny Tina and that whole ear thing doesn't come until Borderlands 3.
See,
I'm
with the I don't want it to be exactly like the video game.
And that's fine.
That's how I want it. I don't want
But I mean, just like
that shit to matter.
But what about Halo?
I don't want it to be exactly like the game.
Here's the thing: there's so many things
why do you
out
have
there.
A problem with him fighting outside of his armor or killing the arbiter?
Because that's just something that Master Chief wouldn't do.
It's very
just
that whole thing in the games.
Just because it's not that in the game doesn't like mean that it's not with the game. In my opinion, just because it would just be like a Batman movie where he kills somebody. You wouldn't expect Batman to kill somebody. Right?
So it would have been amazing fan service in the whole Halo thing if they had done it where, he takes his helmet off, but you never see his face because that is what they do in the game.
That's
and they
what he does.
Just bounced around that whole thing and made it almost like a joke. Like the dude goes and takes a shower, but you just never see his face, and that's always cut off, almost like the grown-ups in like the Peanuts or something. You just never see them. You never see it.
Like Game of Thrones, right? Everybody's like, "Oh, it's not the same as the book." Here, they messed this up. I would rather it not be the same as the book, in my opinion, because I want it. I want something a little different. Some things, yeah, but like
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There was so much that was so different from the book. It just kind of ruined the whole, like how you viewed certain things from the.
I read the book and I watched the movie, and I'm glad that it was different from the book.
Hitchhiker's Guide from the Galaxy, or Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah,
like when initially when the people are coming to destroy his house, and he like talks to them and tricks the guy into like basically standing in front of his house for his friend.
Yeah,
the way he talks to him like sets a tone in the beginning, but in this one he just brings beer. It ruins it.
Yeah, I don't.
And then when they're trying to escape the missiles.
See,
and the missiles turn into what is it? A whale and a.
I don't remember. It's been so long, but I don't. I like things that are because, like.
Then go watch Borderlands.
Well,
Go prove us all wrong. Tell us how amazing it is.
I will watch it when it comes to a streaming platform, but like
I think it's less than 2 hours long, so you might be able to return your ticket afterwards.
Anybody seen The Martian or read the book The Martian?
You talk about Matt Damon, The Martian?
Don't ever ask me to read a book because I lose interest so quick.
I read the book and I watched the movie, and the book is obviously better because the book's always better, right? But
it's got more detail.
They followed it to a fucking T, basically, and that was just like, oh well, that was kind of boring because nothing was different. So I don't know.
Well, the point of the movie is for you to it's basically like the vision of if it's based off a book or a
the
video
part
game,
of some
like
are
visual of it.
In your opinion, that's what it should be, but that's not what it always.
I mean,
is,
like for me,
you know?
I can't read books without like falling asleep or like I have to read lines like 3 times over because the way I tell people this is when I read a book, I don't read pictures. Like I don't read images and see it in my head. When I read a book, I read words. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading a book and I'm just like word.
What about like audiobooks? Like have you ever listened to an audiobook?
That's how I got Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay.
When I was in 9th grade, the teacher brought in the audiobook and it was easier to understand when someone was telling me the story. Yeah.
I don't really read books anymore. I haven't read a book in a long time, but I did read The Martian. But like
I
right
think
now
there's
I'm listening to Night of the Seven Kingdoms by George R.R. Martin. They're making that show next year.
That's what a movie is kind of supposed to be though, is like someone's vision of how the book was, right? How they saw the books.
See, I don't
nice
agree
because
with,
then it's like if you read the book and you're like, this is what happened in the book, and I'm like, that's exactly what happened in the movie, and I enjoyed this movie. Like,
I just think I think that you should definitely have like make the movie a little bit different. I feel like you should make it a little bit different, a little bit better in your opinion, and maybe it's not better in everybody's opinion, but like I don't know. I feel like they should be different. That way, you're not getting the exact same story twice.
With the big difference between books and video games, because that's where this whole conversation came from, is that a lot of people don't read the books. I have not read any of the Game of Thrones books. I enjoyed the series. I have not read most of the books for the movies that I have seen. I never read the original comic or the graphic novel for Sin City. I enjoyed Sin City. I did not read.
Fucking awesome.
Right, and it was and the thing is though is that Sin City was pretty much frame for frame exactly what the graphic novel was.
I've never read the graphic novel, but
in your thing, if you had done that, that means that the movie would have sucked because it wasn't different enough.
It could have. Well, I'm not saying that it sucks, right? But I prefer it to be a little bit different than the book.
And that's cool. And that works for a very small percentage of the people that might have read that or done something like that. Something like Borderlands. At the end of Borderlands 2, they open up the vault. Spoiler alert for a game that's like 20 years old. Yeah. And you see all of these vaults all over the universe. You did not have to take the characters from Borderlands. You did not have to take Krieg, Tiny Tina, Tannis. You did not have to use those characters at all whatsoever. You could have used just the world or the
generic characters,
the thing of Borderlands on different vault hunters, because throughout the story you meet all of these other vault hunters. You meet different ones in the first game, the second game. You meet them when they're any of the expansions that come out. Like Krieg was part of a DLC for Borderlands 2, and here he is hanging out with like Roland Tannis. Tannis is a fucking quest giver. She should not be out of the city at all whatsoever. That's it. Unless they wanted to do a whole thing about her time being absolutely fucking tortured by the bandits.
Why did I think this was supposed to be a series like Twisted Metal or something? Didn't we talk about this before? Has it always been
Twisted Metal was a show.
Yeah, but was this always supposed to be a movie? Okay.
No, it was supposed to be
I obviously I'm gonna watch it because I do like Borderlands, but like it's not getting good reviews, so yeah.
Kate Blanchett, like you can't have a fucking almost 60-year-old, as hot as she may be, play someone that's supposed to be like 25. Like,
yeah, that's weird.
Kate Blanchett as a redhead looked horrible.
See, I thought she looked good in the previews. In the previews that I thought she looked really good. But
no, again, Jamie Lee Curtis, honestly, for like, I think she might have played an awesome Tannis if she left them in town. But Kevin Hart as Roland you would have been better off getting his like larger sidekick, The Rock, to play him.
We had this conversation yesterday. Kevin Hart to me the perfect role for him is like the role he played in Jumanji, right? Like
Yeah.
that's
Actually, he would have been a great claptrap if they couldn't have gotten Jack Black. He would have made a great claptrap.
That's one thing I want to see Jack Black as Claptrap because I love Jack Black. So and I love Claptrap. So,
but they missed so much. Like if they had brought in a cyborg ninja only speaking in haiku, that is fucking fan service. If they had brought in Zero, but they didn't. They didn't bring in Brick. They didn't bring in the dude that just wants to punch everything.
Well,
I don't know.
You know, none of us have seen it yet, so we'll just
moving on. Stranger Things 5
from this.
Stranger Things 5 is, I mean, we kind of have like an update. It's supposed to be the final season. Final season's gonna be coming out.
Right.
Season 5.
I thought season 3 was the final season.
No, they're at 5.
They were working.
Where the fuck have I been?
Final season.
Dude, you didn't see season 4?
You didn't see 4?
No.
The greatest fucking the greatest fucking
that was
scene ever.
The best season
happens in 4.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I got really bored halfway through season 2. Finished it, watched a little of 3. Boring. Watched a little bit of 3 and just said, "Fuck it, this is horrible."
It was either 2 or 3. I thought was kind of boring.
Was great.
But 4
3 was probably the one you didn't
Master
so much,
of Puppets is one of the greatest things in the history of cinema, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was really good season.
Yeah.
All right, I will give it another chance.
Yes.
For people who haven't seen season 4, kind of a spoiler. I'm not really going to say what happened.
Should I mute myself?
No, you don't have to mute yourself. Sadie Sink, Max, has an issue in the season, right?
Yep.
She states pretty much like her role is going to be a pretty big role in this season. So it's not like the incident you see in season 4 doesn't affect how she's going to play in season 5.
Sweet.
And like it says that she said that the producers loved having her run. So it seems like there's going to be a pretty good improvement to the incident that happened.
Okay.
So, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a great season from what I'm hearing.
The I don't know, the season was really good, but the final episode is going to go down as one of the great. Well, the final 2 episodes, I think it's the last 2, right? Will go down as like
the last 2.
Fucking great. One of the greatest things Netflix has ever done for sure, if not in the history of all fucking cinema.
The first season was amazing. I love
first season was amazing. The second season was okay. I just hope they don't fuck us like they like. Anybody here Cobra Kai fans?
I stopped watching after season 1.
I signed up for Netflix because I want to watch Cobra Kai. It just came out
with which account?
With both by accident. Anyway, they only fucking dropped the first 5 episodes, and the next don't come out until November. Fuckers.
Should have waited till November, idiot.
No shit.
You fucked up. They got you.
No, they didn't.
Wow.
Canceling fucking both. They can suck my ass.
In December, but of 2025, Avatar 3 is supposed to be released, but it's supposed to be like Fire and Ash.
I didn't like Avatar 2.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't. I think that the first Avatar should have been left alone, just like the first Fern Gully, and that would have been it. And
no, I think
I don't
see a problem with making a second one. I just think they went about it the wrong fucking way.
I believe they're already recording the 3rd and the 4th one, so the 3rd one's going to release December 2025, and I'm sure shortly thereafter will be the 4th. I don't know where they're going to go. Maybe they're going to go to wind afterwards, because I mean they had water, now they got fire and ash. Next is going to be wind and clouds. Who knows?
I guess the first one was Earth, wasn't it?
No, no, it wasn't.
Kind of. I mean, it was all woods and
it was everything was about the root of the tree system.
Everything was in the forest. Everything
not
was
in Earth.
In the woods. What do you mean
What?
not? No, not. He's not saying Earth as in the planet. He's saying Earth as in like
the element.
The element, yeah.
So like the first one, the first one was all about Earth. The second one was all like up in the air.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was air.
My bad.
The second one was all about water.
The second one got 76% on Rotten Tomatoes.
The third one's supposed to be about fire and ash. That's where I'm thinking the 4th one's gonna be about air or wind.
So the budget for 2 was $460 million. They made 2.32 billion. So yeah, that's why they're making more. But James Cameron is a fucking legend. I mean, it was
a lot of people are saying that it's basically just a copy of Avatar: The Last Airbender, but he actually had a
that's anime
copyright. He had a copyright on Avatar before The Last Airbender came out, like in 1990 when he was first starting these movies.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first movie took like 10 or whatever years, 18 years or whatever it was to come out. And so The Last Airbender started trying to do Avatar when he already had a copyright on the name.
James Cameron wrote. I didn't know he wrote Avatar. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they actually tried to come out with The Last Airbender. They tried to come out with the show just called Avatar. And he sent them a cease and desist. And then they had to change it to The Last Airbender. So he actually, everything that they're saying is like Avatar, or he's taken it from Avatar. He actually had the name Avatar and this whole movie plot set up before The Last Airbender actually came out.
So when did James Cameron say he wrote Avatar?
Like 90 or something like that? 1990 is when he came out with the copyright for the...
All right, because Ferngully released in 1992, and it's basically one for one. You can even go scene to scene with it.
He wrote Avatar in 94.
Ferngully came out in 92, so yes, he was inspired by Tim Curry as Smaug.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey, Ferngully was a good fucking movie. Okay.
Oh, it was an amazing movie. So Batty, you know, the dog.
Yeah.
I came home and played her the Batty rap the second I brought her home, and I'm like, "This is your song. They dedicated this to you, like, you know, a decade before I got you."
She's beautiful. Okay.
You'll be able to hang out with her in like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I'll be at Zeus's in 2 weeks.
FYI, when you finally get to watch the end of Cobra Kai, Moana 2 will be out. I think it's Thanksgiving, November 27th. Moana 2.
Am I the only one that's never seen the first Moana?
I've never seen it either.
What? I'm surprised.
I don't have young children, so I don't.
It's a pretty good movie.
Those movies.
I watched it before I had young children.
You have Brie. You absolutely have a young child.
Dude,
I do now. I didn't.
She likes
Oh, you're talking about his girlfriend.
Like, what the fuck? What's the?
She's like 4'6". She is a tiny.
Finding Nemo. She likes that. She likes some animated.
So how do you like Finding Nemo and not Moana?
We watched If the other day. She did want to watch If, and I thought that was the dumbest fucking movie ever.
It really wasn't that great.
What was If?
Imaginary Friends.
With Ryan Reynolds.
So it was about a movie about how kids have imaginary friends and then they're real. And it was I don't know.
Well, there's one person there's a person who's basically trying to home imaginary friends to people.
Yeah, that like don't have their friends anymore. Hey, the end of that movie was hilarious when he tripped.
I'm also weird that I've never had an imaginary friend.
That happened twice, and it showed. Yeah, it happened twice, and it showed in the previews. Laughed every time at that.
Yeah, that was good.
When he's like, "Dang it, Kevin!" He's like,
"Yeah,
who has an imaginary friend that's invisible?"
Yeah, that was. I did laugh at the end of that.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Zeus?
Am I the only one also that's never had an imaginary friend?
No, I've never had one.
I have one right now. He sits right next to me. Why do you think I have 2 chairs?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fucking stop, Steve. We're recording the podcast, dude. Back the fuck off.
I'll crack this joke after.
Okay.
Let's go. Continue.
Ooh, something you might like, Zeus, is Overwatch 2 is supposed to be coming to Game Pass on September 17th.
Don't fucking care. Game is trash.
Okay. Wait. It's a free game. Why is it coming to Game Pass?
Yeah, it's already a free-to-play game.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's gonna come with mythic prisms and 6 skins when it goes to Game Pass or whatever. I don't know if maybe they're gonna change something on it, and I don't know if Game Pass is gonna do anything with like the Battle Pass or something. I don't know. I have no idea why it's coming to Game Pass.
They still haven't gotten back to everyone on the 6v6 thing of it yet. Mm-hmm. The developer's now trying to balance it because as soon as Marvel Rivals came out with their 6v6, they're in talks to do it.
Yep.
But no, I think Marvel's Rivals is honestly just the Overwatch killer. Mm-hmm. I'll call it now because
August 23rd.
I want it. I haven't been able to get it. Huh?
No, it's not. No, when is it? August 29th.
What? The release?
Squirrel with a Gun comes out.
Oh.
My God.
Squirrel with a Gun, yeah.
Squirrel with a Gun.
All over the fucking place.
That's the only reason I put it on this list is because I knew you wanted to play it. I know. It's the only reason I put it on the list.
You ever seen this, Zeus?
Yeah, no, I have.
Oh, dude. I'm going to fucking play the shit out of that game.
So it comes out the day before you leave. So it actually comes out
fucking right.
Like 2 weeks from today.
I might buy one of those Lenovo fucking gaming PCs and play it all the way there and make Bree drive.
She won't do it.
She won't.
She won't do it.
There's also a way to beat the final Elden Ring boss. What's his name? Radon. You can beat him without even having any sort of combat with him. And I actually watched the video. It's like a 5-minute video is how long it takes, and it'll show So basically, when you first get into the game or the level where the boss is, you wait for him to turn around, then you sneak around the outside of the map towards him. Right when you can kind of see his cape, you look all the way up, you throw 2 hefty poison pots and a hefty rot pot, and then you turn yourself into a statue with whatever the mean thing is or whatever it is. And you wait, and his health will decline, and then it'll go into like stage 2 or something like that, right? It like turns into, oh, it's a boss battle. He got pissed. It zooms in on him, and then it comes back. And he starts trotting around, and he'll go right next to you, but you just stay a statue, and it won't recognize you. And then he just leaves the map, and you win.
Is that anything like the bosses that you could get to like dive off the map after you during their charge attacks?
Possible. I mean, kind of like that, but he literally just walks off. Like with the 2 hefty poison pots and the rot pot, his health goes down like a quarter of the way, and then it goes into the second rotation of the fight.
What's
and then
the
he
point
just
in that,
walks
though?
off.
Like, don't you want to like these hard fights and shit?
A lot of people don't. But I mean, it's just funny to see that
don't.
somebody, because like the one guy that's like suing because it was so hard that they couldn't see any other part of the game. Somebody literally fought the final boss and didn't have to swing once. And
we all know that guy's a snowflake. Okay, he's a snowflake.
He's a shitty gamer, is what he is. Someone who has to get good. Someone who doesn't know how to play a game.
I know we got other shit left on the list, but let's save it for next week and let's just
you're gonna need to because I won't be able to make the list. So
there we go. Yeah, we have part of the list for next week.
Yeah,
Kai's going to Guatemala. Anybody's in Guatemala, you see Kai, shoot him with a poison dart.
Kind of wish I had some stickers to pass out there. Would have been great.
Would have been good. You leave tomorrow? Okay, yeah, I can't get you any stickers by then.
Yeah, no, sure can't.
And speaking of those things, how is what are we looking like on the raffle, Mr. Kai? You said you had all the numbers.
Oh yeah, well, he won't add them up until we get done.
Yeah.
With the
okay, I didn't know if you were doing like a week to week of number of entries.
Also, yeah, make sure you comment. Make sure you are subbed to the podcast. If we get 25 more subs, we gained a few more. If we get 25 more subs before the release of episode 81, we will donate 10 shirts. Or we will give away 10 shirts. If not, we're going to give away 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know, a couple. So make sure you comment. Every time you comment is another entry. Every comment
is an entry. Yep.
Yeah. So make sure you do that. And grab your girlfriend's phone, grab your boyfriend's phone, Kai, and
I'll grab it.
Subscribe to our YouTube. We want to hit that 500 mark. So do all that. But yeah, Kai, go ahead and wrap it up, dude.
Yeah, appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, turn on notifications, or else you might not actually get the notification. Like we said, leave a comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about next week, or let them know what they want to talk about next week. And comment as many times as you want. I mean, leave what you want us to talk about in 6 different comments. That's 6 different entries. So the more comments you leave, the more chances you are to enter into get a shirt. Don't forget to follow us on a lot of our other platforms. We do have a link tree, but you can go to YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, Apple Podcast. We also have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, patreon.com/unqualifiedgamers.
iHeartRadio's been blowing up lately too. So
iHeartRadio, I think iHeart and Spotify are 2 of our biggest, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but
Apple too,
and Apple, Apple as well. So feel free to check us out on our other platforms, especially if you listen to one more than the other, and most of your podcasts are on one.
Yeah.
So, but again, appreciate everybody for watching.